Hey cuties, welcome to another speed build in The Sims 4. So today I am renovating Saffron's new house, which I am renovating it because I am using one of Simless's houses. I am in her save file for NSB, and whenever I stumbled across this starter, I was like, yes ma'am, it's perfect. I wanted to live in Oasis Springs for Saffron's generation anyway, and then when I saw the starter, I was like, perfect. The backyard is very cramped and tight because I have to use the rocket ship for Saffron, and there was no space for it, but I worked it out. It's okay. But the inside of this house is amazing. I love it so freaking much. It's very yellow, of course, but I used a lot of the Dream Home Decorator pack because just all the swatches for that are actually pretty good. But the yellows are pristine. I used a lot of yellows with like pink and blue accents, with I think a little bit of gray too. But the interior is where this house shines. The outside's cute too, but I take no credit for it because again, Simlessy did make it. So I don't know if I'll put it on the gallery or not. I might, since I did change the entire inside and I altered the outside ever so slightly, but we'll see. But I do have some talking points for this video because I tried to record this voiceover about, I don't know, I tried a few times yesterday and I'm doing it again today, and it has not worked out for me. No, I think I tried Friday. I don't know when I tried, but I've been trying and it's not worked out because things keep coming up. But I did ask you all for some questions over on my community tab for like a Q&A and stuff like that because the voiceover was making me want to pass away. But it's been an hour, and while people have liked the post, they literally didn't say anything. So I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna push through and do it. And I don't need a little Q&A because that's actually what I used to do during, especially my Sims 3 days, where I'd have like a 20-minute speed build. I would try and do a Q&A because I didn't know how to talk. And what's so weird is I try like my cast videos maybe about like I don't know anywhere from 8 to like 15 minutes. I feel like I can push through that pretty easily. I might have to do it a couple times because I don't get it right the first few, but that's okay. That's like pretty normal for me. It's whatever. Sometimes I just have off days for voiceovers and just recording in general. But for some reason, for speed builds, it's not it for me. I have a harder time figuring out what to talk about than a cast video, and I think it's because I'm I don't know. It's really down to the fact that I like creating sim more than building, and I can talk about my sims for pretty much ever. I've been doing it for the past like 6 years, so I know how to talk about sims. But when it comes to talking about building, girl, that ain't it for me. I don't know how to do that. I'm not a builder at all, and you can tell by this video too. I think I did a pretty good job, but I don't know. I definitely need to do an actual like build video. The next one will most likely end up being Saffron's house because I don't want to renovate houses for NSP. I want to try and build all of them, at least like the forever homes. I mean, apartments, whatever. That's really more so decorating than anything. But I think that for the actual houses, I want to do like speed builds for them and stuff like that, and actually build the forever homes. So that's gonna be a challenge for me. But that's how I am for really anything. I have friends that will download houses or furnish or just like redecorate houses. I hit my desk, just redecorate houses and download stuff, and then not do anything to the outside really. I'm like, I can't do that, or not even change the layout that much. Girl, no, I have to have it be completely personalized to my Sims, my game, everything. I have to have full control. That's my control freakiness going on. I don't know why I have to have so much control over my game, but I do. That's also why I kind of think that I like and resonate with The Sims 4 a little bit more as well, because while I do like the randomness of previous games and I like randomness in general, I like to have control over my Sims because I like to, it's just my nature. I like to have control over things. And so The Sims 4 allows me to control my Sims a lot more than previous games, and especially with mods too. The mods are so good that I can control every aspect of my Sims' lives, and it's fantastic. Um, but what was my other talking point? I don't even know. Oh, Saffron's life. Because if you didn't know, and if you haven't watched the last episode of NSB, I suggest you go do that. So go do it now, or after this video. But I did say that Saffron is gonna be living with Ashton and his sister Gracie. The second little small room is Gracie's bedroom. which I would like to refurnish it, but I'm not gonna bother because she's not gonna live here for that long. But I wanted to experience the interior designer career, or the interior decorator, whatever thing, with the whatever that pack's called, Dream Home Decorator, build a Barbie house. I don't know. That pack. I wanted to experience it with Miss Gracie because I feel like that's very right up her alley. I feel like her mom probably would have been like maybe an interior designer. Not actually. I feel like she would have been a real estate agent. That was like Miss Beverly's whole thing. And I think that some of that rubbed off on Gracie, and she wants to be like a interior designer and stuff. So I experienced some of that. I already recorded the next episode of NSB, the first episode of Yellow Gen, and it went okay. I don't that career, it's not for me. It's really not. There's not a lot of gameplay in it, which is the sucky thing about it because it is a game pack, and it's that pack is really a glorified stuff pack because look at paranormal stuff. Paranormal stuff, we got build by Kaz, and we got more gameplay in that than we did with Dream Home Decorator because the gameplay, there's a little bit of gameplay when it comes to talking to Sims because really this is if stutter hello, if you haven't seen the actual career yet, the gist is you get a gig, you go to the lot, you talk to the Sims, you make them leave, you then you then completely redo their house or furnish, decorate, whatever to whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. You call them back, you show them the objects, and then you ask them what they think, and they tell you, and then you get paid or you don't get paid if they like it or not. And that's fine, that's well and good, whatever. But it's just it's not there's no real new gameplay there. Some of the interactions for talking to the Sims, it's like kind of new, like they'll show like swatches, they'll show like a little iPad of like little ideas and stuff like that. But well, that's cute and all, there's nothing else for them to do. So like there's no drawing board for them to drop ideas or do sketches. You can't even use that iPad to do sketches. You can't research anything. They showed like a Simtrist or like a Sim Pinterest kind of thing in the trailer, and that doesn't exist. You can't do that to get like inspo or anything. So the career is kind of not good. There's no actual gameplay with it. You literally, and also if you can go to work, or you can choose to go to work or not to go to work with your Sims, which is good. I like that aspect, and I'm glad that they incorporated that. But it's not. It's still, you don't do anything. Like if you don't go to work with your sim, or if you don't go to work with them, they can still get promoted on their own. But there's no daily task. There's no requirements for you to do. No skill for you to build. You literally go and you'll get a promotion like every 2 days that you go to work, 3 days maybe, and it's very easy money, which is what I'm gonna be doing with freaking Gracie for the rest of the time that she's living with Saffron and Ashton, because it's pointless to go. I hate it. I don't like the career. I think it's very boring. I think that it's good gameplay if you're like maybe a builder or you like to decorate and stuff like that, and that's like your kind of forte, then that's some pretty decent gameplay for you. But if you're an actual person who enjoys actual gameplay of The Sims, not build by, but you enjoy actual gameplay, then it's not going to be the career for you. It's not the game pack for you. Now, build by is fantastic, and even Kaz is pretty decent, but yeah, gameplay wise, it's not it. Which I know that some people were really confused about what a game pack even is at this point. Like, what separates a step pack from a game pack from an expansion pack. And I feel like a lot of people thought that it was like game packs are for gameplay and blah blah blah, and stuff packs are for stuff. But I think that how they're trying to categorize it is that stuff packs have so much content, game packs have so much content in it, and then expansion packs have so much content in it. Because it's like stuff packs have the least, and then kits have even smaller than that, which kits are stupid. But anyway, then game packs have more than stuff packs, and expansion packs have more than both. But when it comes to well, I mean, you can see that because in the new pack, the Dream Home, whatever, um, there's a lot of build stuff. Whereas if it was a stuff pack, we would have gotten like half the stuff that we got in build by. So, I mean, that's apparent. But when you think about it, stuff packs should really be, they should be small. They should have like one little like niche idea or like theme, whatever. Have maybe a tiny bit of gameplay or whatever it is. Have, actual stuff. So build by cast items, whatever. And it'll be like a theme, kind of like how store content was to have like a theme or whatever. And then for game packs, I think that they should do stuff that has like, like restaurants, even though Dine Out's terrible. The whole premise of that pack is take something from a previous game that we've always had that's in real life, everything, but expand upon it. And so they took restaurants, which we've had in Sims 2 and 3, and they made it so that you could own your own restaurant. They brought in food critics. You could actually watch your Sims go dine. You can build your own restaurants, all that kind of stuff. And so they took it, 20 steps further. It's glitchy and doesn't work properly half the time, but still, the whole idea was that they went way further with it, and that's what defined it as a game pack. Same thing with vampires. They took something that we've had in the previous games and built upon it and expanded it and made it flourish and be such a fantastic pack because that's honestly the best game pack. But then you look at expansions, and I think the reason why the expansions fall so short is because they are so niche when, like, in previous games you would have like an overarching idea of an expansion pack that would expand upon the game as a whole, and then you had all these different features and stuff like that. Whereas in The Sims 4, the whole expansion pack title doesn't really fit expansions anymore because they have an overarching idea like island living, but then they focus on niche ideas like the conservationism and culture, but then they don't expand upon that anymore. Whereas they could have added in some culture, waited for the conservation thing with eco lifestyle and expanded on that, and then done like hotels, tourism, beaches, island life. You know what I mean? So I think that step packs, game packs, and expansion packs they definitely had more, they have more blurred lines now than they used to. And I think that now it's more so about the amount of stuff you get, not necessarily the gameplay or whether it expands on the game or not. It's just literally about the amount of stuff that you get because, again, paranormal stuff had more gameplay than a Dream Home Decorator, which is a game pack, but it had less items in it and stuff like that. So it's literally just about the amount of things that they put in it, not necessarily the gameplay or how it expands upon the game as a whole. So that kind of sucks. I wish they would do it the way that, I mean, better. Yeah. The Sims team is, which I don't even think it's fully the Sims team. I think it's EA as well, but still, they can make this game so good, and it's like they almost choose not to. And what's also weird is that The Sims 4 is not the best, but there's so many people that worked on The Sims 3, which is an amazing game. It has a lot of flaws, trust me, and that's why I don't play it that often. But overall, the content is so much better than in The Sims 4. But yet they have people that worked on both, and it's really weird. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This voiceover became a bash The Sims 4 voiceover, but I still love The Sims 4. I like to play it more than Sims 3 right now, which is interesting because I never thought that I'd see the day that I would record The Sims 4 and film The Sims 4. But here we are. But yeah, we're approaching the end of the speed build. Again, I don't know if I'm actually gonna post this on the gallery or not. We'll find out, I suppose. But yeah, if you didn't notice, I put a lot of dog stuff in here as well because we have a little puppy, and Honey's cute. You'll see her in the next episode, which will be on Wednesday. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to leave me a comment down below, like the video, and subscribe, and I will see you on the very next video. So good, bye everyone.